Hey guys, it's Miharu. 3D platformers. Pioneered by the likes of Jumping Flash and Super Mario 64, these were a dominant force in the video game industry throughout the mid to late 1990s up until the early 2000s. Their popularity was so immense that during their peak, platformers were estimated to comprise between a quarter and a third of all console games, showcasing their widespread appeal and influence on the gaming landscape. However, this golden age didn't last long. By 2006, a significant shift had occurred. With the introduction of more powerful consoles like the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, coupled with the rise of first-person shooters and MMOs, the genre experienced a dramatic decline. In less than a decade, their market share plummeted from a robust 15% to a mere 2%, signaling a stark change in preferences and trends. Despite this downturn, it's important to note that platformers never completely died off. They continued to persist throughout the 2010s, albeit with diminished prominence, facing challenges in maintaining their appeal. As the 2010s drew to a close, the gaming scene was overshadowed by titles like Call of Duty and Destiny. But amidst this change, a wave of nostalgia for simpler times began to swell. In 2017, games such as Yooka-Laylee and Skylar and Plux emerged, attempting to recapture the magic of classic duo adventures like Banjo-Kazooie and Jak and Daxter, the latter of which had unfortunately fallen into an identity crisis due to this exact situation. But while these efforts were appreciated, they weren't quite enough to reignite the spark it once had. Enter the Crash Bandicoot N Sane Trilogy in June of 2017. This release marked a turning point, not only bringing back the orange marsupial who hadn't been seen for nearly 10 years, but arguably kickstarting the true resurgence of 3D platformers. Suddenly, remakes and remasters were everywhere. Spyro, KO the Kangaroo, Pac-Man, Klonoa, it was a renaissance of sorts for beloved characters from gaming's past. I believe part of N Sane's success can be attributed to its nature as a remake, and its role in revitalizing iconic IPs. It was also one of the first significant, high-budget 8th-generation console games that targeted a younger audience without relying on supplementary products like toys-to-life figures, contributing even further to its tremendous sales. Despite the hurdles, the platformer community remains vibrant, especially in the indie scene. Recent releases like Astrobot prove that these types of games can still captivate players and achieve commercial success. In our nostalgia-driven world, this revival isn't just about renewing a genre. It's about reconnecting with familiar characters and sharing these timeless adventures with a new generation. The general fanfare they're receiving speaks to our desire to revisit our childhoods while enjoying these classics in a modern context, bridging the gap between past and present gaming experiences. Now, of course, concerns have been raised, such as, is it enough? Resurrecting all these old IPs for remakes and continuations, while a great idea on paper, may not actually amount to anything in the long run. At the end of the day, it could just be seen as simple pandering, as if they're just saying, remember when we used to make unique games like this? Which is a valid point. But the important thing to note is that, whether completely back in the spotlight or not, N Sane's influence on the gaming landscape remains profound. Although the journey to a full resurgence of the platformer may be slow, it undeniably played a pivotal role in re-establishing the genre's presence in the industry, and ensured that these treasured characters won't soon be forgotten. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and happy Crash Community Day. As always, don't forget to subscribe for more casual gaming content, and I will see you next time. Until then, this is Miharu, signing off.